Welcome back to another episode of Prepping Like a G. As you can see here, we've been doing all of this prepping all in one go. But I am kind of splitting these videos down on purpose, just so that you don't have to watch them all for if you kind of want to prep chicken, or you want to prep some mince, or you want to prep some rice. So that's the reason I'm splitting them up. In this episode, we're going to be cooking up some mince, and this mince can be used. So we've got a pound of mince going in there. You can kind of pre-cook this mince. I'm kind of cooking it through, but it can be used throughout the week in various different meals. You could put this in a chili con carne, which we'll be doing later in the week. You could put it into a bolognese. You could put it into a stir fry. And it's just going to kind of save you some time during the week. So I haven't even used any oil for this. Reason being, there's enough fat in this mince to cook it through, which you'll see in a minute. It'll just start releasing some of the moisture. So kind of just helping this, giving it a bit of a, breaking it up, giving it a bit of a helping hand. As we don't want big clumps of mince, we just want it to be all nice and broken up. I've got this on quite a high heat. Probably wouldn't cook it a bigger portion than this. If you've got, like, let's say you've got 2 kilos worth, or even a kilo. I mean, look there, you can see it's happening now. What happens is the moisture comes out of the meat, the water, and it kind of boils the meat, which we don't want to happen. And that's like very minimal. But if you were to have, like, let's say you had 2 kilos of meat in there, there'd be a lot of water coming out, and it would just kind of start to boil the mince. So we've got this on quite a high heat. I've just pushed this over to the side. You're better to do this in smaller batches, probably a little bit smaller than this. I would be adding like 250 grams in. Because we just want to brown this mince, we don't want to boil it. I'm going to kind of push that over to the side. Bring a little bit more over. Obviously, if you had a couple of pans, you would just split this, which I probably could have done. Probably want to cook this through for 10 to 12 minutes, just so you can see that it's nicely browned. And then, like I said, this will just take minutes to do when you're cooking throughout the week. So you can literally refry some of this mince with some onions and peppers. Onions, peppers, mushrooms if you like. Add in half a tin of tomatoes, some tomato paste, some herbs, and you've basically got a bolognese that would be cooked in like 5 minutes. So this is going to save us a lot of time in the long run. Now we've browned pretty much all of that mince. I'm just going to give it another couple of minutes there just to add a little bit more colour to the mince. And if you've got any bigger clumps of mince there, just give it a little bit of a helping hand with your spoon or spatula. And we've basically got around, I would say 3 or 4 portions there, depending on what you are cooking and depending on your appetite, obviously. We've got a pound of mince in there, which is about 450 grams, I think. So you've got like 3 or 4 portions. Now this is cooked, we are going to store it in this container and we'll just kind of use it as and when. I mean, even if this was to be frozen, because mince is like all small bits, it's kind of easy to break up. As you see, I've done with the chicken, it's I've separated it into several containers. Should be okay just to go into one container. There you have it. There is your lean minced beef, prepped like a G, easy to use in various different dishes. Kind of just want to refry that with some onions, some peppers, or depending on what you're doing, but you could just, like I said before, refry it in some onions and some peppers, and then add whatever you want to it. You could add flavouring, could add chili, spices, that sort of thing. But you see later in this week what I'm going to be doing with this. Yeah, this was Jason prepping lean minced beef and prepping like a G. See you again soon.